You ever go out with absolutely no plan and then you stumble upon something that's just absolutely perfect and weird? Well, that happened to me, and it only cost $3, and I caught it all on video, which gave me the idea. What are some fun things you can do that don't cost anything? Most of us believe that the best things in life are free, and I enjoy making a game of that sometimes. Welcome to Getting Older and Growing Bolder, where we talk honestly about all things getting older. The good, the bad, and the not so pretty. But this is one of those videos that really could apply to anyone. Today we're going on 3 field trips, looking for things that don't cost much to do, that are fun. But then we're also going to talk about things you can do from home. Recognize that not everybody has full mobility, and other things can keep you from getting out of the house, or maybe sometimes you just don't feel like it. There's still things you can do at home. Pass the time, have fun, learn all the things. All right, without further ado, let's go. Now, I personally find it fun to find free stuff to do. I'm just weird like that. So here we go. Today's about fun stuff to do that doesn't cost anything or costs very little. Okay, number one is the things you just come across. Get yourself out of the house and you come across strange and interesting stuff. This is not just a garage sale, but some auction house having some kind of put all the stuff out here and sell it. Now you have to be careful because this could definitely end up not being free. Ooh, collectibles. All right, I'm gonna browse. Wow, this reminds me I need to do a decluttering video because it looks like somebody just had a major decluttering situation. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. These are Longhorn Band uniforms. I was in the Longhorn Band. That's the only reason I know that. How are they here? We had to turn them in after every performance. I mean, this is crazy. This is like the same year I was in the Longhorn Band, these same uniforms. God, I swear these are like my year. These are the things that you find when you just get out of the house and stop at stuff. Who'd have stopped at this? Yeah, I'm going to have to buy one of these pants. And wow, what a very strange piece of art that is. Oh my God, the Three Stooges. I am not a big garage sale shopper or buyer of anything these days. I'm trying to offload stuff, but dang, what a find. That was one of the strangest things that's happened to me on all my outings, and I have a lot of outings. And now I have to go and wash that nasty band uniform. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but $3, and maybe I can get into it for a Halloween costume. I don't know. The next thing is very different. The next field trip, we're going to go on and we'll see what you think about that one. We are headed to a free thing to do right now, and I'm going to let you guess where we are. What kind of place are we when we get to this free thing to do? Now, I ain't saying that I don't like to do fancy, expensive things every now and then. But every time I do, I'm like, a gal could get used to this. And I don't think I want to get used to expensive things again. I must admit, parking is not free here. So it's not a completely free experience unless you take, well, you could bicycle or something like that. Anyway, this is a little mini sort of amphitheater. I'm not showing you the whole place because it might give away the surprise. There's a little coffee shop in here, a gift shop. I've come out onto the rooftop deck of this place that is free to spend as much time as you want at. There's a spectacular view. This is just beautiful. Okay, well, if you haven't figured out where I am, what kind of building I'm at, if you haven't figured that out, you will probably figure that out any minute. It's a very large building with lots of places to hang out and lots of computers that are also free to use. This area is called the Innovation Lounge. You can use all kinds of software. If I wanted to make videos here, I could. Obviously, I am at a library. This is what public libraries are becoming in a lot of cities. If you're in a smaller town, you may not have this kind of facility, you won't have this kind of facility, but I bet you anything, whatever public library you have has become much more of a gathering place with a lot of things besides just a bunch of dusty old books. Nothing against dusty old books. You can certainly find those here. Look at this guy. You can play games on the computers here, listen to music, watch music videos, whatever. This next floor is all about the children. I won't be spending much time on this floor, but if I had kids or grandkids, area all about teenagers where they can come and hang out. I'm not a huge reader of books, but even I could spend a half a day at this library. I'm just outside the library now, so I don't have to talk so softly now. No more hushed voices. Look at this cool bridge. Oh, I'm scared of heights, so this is freaking me out just a little bit. A little car and footbridge just outside the library. Walking and talking, of course, is always free. People look at you funny with the talking part, unless you're with somebody, but oh well. As you get older, you get tired of people looking at you funny. Actually, you get used to people not looking at you at all. Sad but true. Remember that coffee shop I showed you inside the library? Well, you can also access it from out here. Anyway, cool deal. Now, if I'm being real, this whole parking thing does put a damper on the library experience. Just seems like if our taxes are paying for our libraries and they're free, that parking ought to be free too. But then again, we are downtown and the most expensive real estate area, I suppose, so they have to charge. Now, there are several other public libraries in town that do have free parking. They're just nothing over the top, fantabulous, unbelievably spectacular with one of the best views in town, like the Central Library is, but they're definitely worth going to and spending some time. They still have computers, all the good stuff that you might want at a library, and then some. Up we go out of the library and off to find something else free to do. I wanted to make sure that all the cities and towns have libraries, or pretty much all of them. I know some are really small and may not, but so I picked 3 random cities, completely random, of different sizes. And they all have really cool libraries. I looked at the Chattanooga, Tennessee Public Library website. They have less than 200,000 people there. Still a pretty big city, but they have classes, everything from toddler time to mahjong, and they have free parking. Then I put my finger down on the map and found Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Apologies if I'm saying that wrong. I think that has, I don't know, less than 20,000 people. Let me look at my notes. Oh, it's almost 60,000 people. So still a decent sized town. Again, fabulous library with a ton to offer. I know I'm obsessing on libraries. That's just weird, but I had no idea they had become such a mecca for things to do, for free things to do. Finally, I looked at the tiniest town, Salado, Texas, around 2,500 people. Again, a pretty fabulous library with all kinds of online tools for doing research on any number of topics. Genealogy, decorating cookie classes. They have all kinds of stuff as well. So get out and enjoy your public library. You're paying for them with your taxes. Before we head out on the final field trip, and it's a completely free one, by the way, be sure and hit that like button for me and subscribe to the channel so you can learn all the things with us about getting older and growing bolder, and share so that I can learn from you as well. So here we go on the final field trip, and then stay tuned for all the things that we talk about you can do from home that are also fun and free, or almost free. The next thing we're going to do that's free is go to an open house. Surely you like to look at houses. Now, I'm a semi-retired realtor, so I know a little about open houses, and I can tell you that, yeah, sometimes the realtor who's holding the open house gets a little irritated when people come who really aren't interested in buying a house, but that's okay. Everybody is welcome. That's why they call it an open house, even if you are what we used to call just a brick kicker or a looky-loo.
Well, this kind of feels like getting by with something, doesn't it? Going to an open house when you're no more interested in buying one. This is a super cool little mid-century modern house. New construction. Here we are in the living room with its modern fireplace. It even has a picture of itself. This house likes itself so much. I don't blame it. Super cute. Let's check out the kitchen where it has the sustainable material cabinets and a very groovy backsplash. I love that so much. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea. A skylight. And then I know I'm super nerdy, but I noticed these mini split air conditioning system units. They're so efficient. You can control the temperature in every room by remote control. I think they're pretty expensive. Let's go into the main bedroom with its tall ceiling and little outdoor room dividers and a door going to the outside. Check out the main bathroom, big, giant super shower, all clean and modern looking. I don't think I like looking at houses just because I used to be a realtor. I think a lot of people do because I used to have open houses and they would come in droves whether they wanted to buy a house or not. Back in here to the main area. Another one of those outdoor divider things that are so retro looking. Love them. And look at this tile. I love this tile so much. This is the second bathroom, and it has a standalone tub and then this really nice glass-like tile. Okay, oh my goodness, a doggy door in new construction.
I hope you enjoyed those field trips with me. Now for some fun things to do at home. Journaling. Journaling can be another thing where you end up with something very different than what you sit down to do. So I'm going to offer you just a couple of journaling topics to get you started. You can journal some really quick things, or you can journal a whole lot of them for hours. Just see. If you don't like it, stop. You might talk about who's a person in your life that had a huge impact on you and why. What are things in your life that you need more of or less of? What do you need to do to declutter your life and or your house? That's like 2 columns. What do you need less of? What do you need more of? Just write it down. Don't have to take any action. A couple of other journal topics might be things I know now that I didn't know a year ago. What would I want my future self to thank myself for? And one thing that you might want to do every day, even if you don't journal it, just think it. What was one small win today? If you find you really get into the journaling, you might want to go so far as to create a blog or a vlog, which is a video blog. Another thing you can do from home is learn something new. Learn something you want to learn. We are in the golden age of free education and free learning. So go online, learn to do something fun and different that you haven't done before, or that you did do before, but you want to do more of. It can be a home repair. Learn how to clean the grout in your tile if you're just a productive type, or learn how to decorate cookies, something fun, whichever you choose. It's out there for you. It's free everywhere you look. And then there's the always popular movie night. But you don't have to pick a blockbuster movie or take in whatever Netflix shoots at you. Speaking of shooting, watch an old spaghetti western. My dad used to be able to pick up weird little channels just with his rabbit ears on his TV, and he would watch classic Western movies. Dim the lights, make popcorn, do the whole deal, make it really special. So that's my little collection of free or almost free, fun or different kind of things to do that don't cost too much. A ridiculously weird find at a rummage sale, a tour of a library that's more like a movie set, and going to an open house just to look at how cool that house is, just because you can. If you'd like to see more frugal living tips, mindful aging thoughts and philosophies, stay with us in the community of getting older and growing bolder, because we are getting older. We are definitely also getting bolder. See you in the next video. The strange little art installation right outside the airport kind of looks like white poo-poo.